Wow, I'm shocked. The Canadiens sure know how to make a splash. Hello, my fellow Habs fans, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Habs Fan Forum. My name is Ben Dankyu. I am your host, and here at the Habs Fan Forum, this is where us fans get to have our voices heard. Wow, I'm shocked. I was worried I wasn't going to have a lot to talk about with just an absolute beating by the New Jersey Devils against the Canadiens this week as the only real game on the docket. I was going to talk about the All-Star game, but the Canadiens sure know how to make a splash, and needless to say, they fixed that problem. I now have stuff to talk about. In today's video, I'm going to, one, share some thoughts on the New Jersey game, because I still have some things I got to say. Two, talk about Nick Suzuki going to the All-Star game. That's exciting. I got a couple of things I want to share. And then three, and finally, the elephant in the room, the coaching swap. Wow. For my fan question of the week, how could I not address the coaching change? So one, are you happy with them letting go of Dom Ducharme? I am. And two, are you happy with the new hire of Martin St. Louis? Alright, let's talk about game action. They got absolutely stomped 7-1. Another 5+ goal game. Another game where they should have pulled Primo but didn't. So another game where a goalie probably should have got pulled. Maybe they killed that streak on purpose. But they looked lifeless in this game. They were completely outmatched. And this is from a team that was coming off of their own 7-game losing streak. Also, John Gillies in net, keeping them to 1 goal. It was just a bad game. And I got to reflect some things Josh Anderson was talking about. This game was embarrassing. It was just, it's hard to watch. So let's put that one in the garbage and move on, because we got some other changes ahead that will change up the makeup of this team and how they play over the remainder of the season. So we had a pause in play after a bye week of the Canadiens for the All-Star break. I don't really follow the All-Star. I didn't even watch the games, but I will say this, super excited that Nick Suzuki got an invite. More importantly, for his own, just take a break from all the losing and get a chance to have some fun, surround yourself with a bunch of superstars, get different perspectives. I saw a little budding conversations happening between him and Patrice Bergeron. Soak that in. Players oftentimes when they go to these games, they get a good chance to train a little bit. Well, not necessarily train, but to just kind of work on some skills and talk hockey with other top athletes in the sport. So he wasn't really featured in any main events, but he was on the Fountain one where he didn't quite advance, but he did a good job in 22 seconds hitting all 4 targets. And then finally he showed off some slick mitts with a nice shootout goal in the goalie save competition. I love seeing that. Alright, before I continue, the Habs Fan Forum is proudly a part of Rocket Sports Media and the Hockey Podcast Network and is sponsored by DraftKings. You can win some money, and you can win even free money to bet with if you download DraftKings Sportsbook as a first-time user. Use the promo code THPN and place a bet down on any hockey game of at least $1. And as long as one team scores, which is pretty much going to happen, you will get a free $100 of betting credits for you to bet with as you will. And if Sportsbook's not available in your state, that's okay. You can still use the promo code THPN and get some great cash prizes. Alright, for the news, the Montreal Canadiens let go of Dominique Ducharme. Finally, I can't even believe he got the coaching job full time, let alone lasted this long, but finally let go of Dominique Ducharme. And they did it in a very strange way, where they let him go, and then not strange, more so probably for, increased coverage, but let him go and said later today they will be announcing the new head coach, and leaked that all of the current assistant coaches, will be staying and not also being let go. you didn't know if that meant they might still promote an assistant coach, but it kind of gave the hint they were bringing in an outside source. So it let us all speculate for several hours, as we will, on who they were going to bring in. Now, there are some good options out there, so we were, of course, amongst Habs groups, we were all probably chattering about who they might bring in, who this person. And then they announce Martin St. Louis. And I'm shocked. He wasn't even on my, unfortunately, he was on the radar because a rumor came out somewhere, but it was one of those things where you're like, but why? Nothing against him as a player. Rock star. Hall of Famer, in fact. Amazing career. True leader, a captain, a personified hockey, what a hockey player is. Like, just a great player. A hockey guy. But no coaching experience. When I say no professional coaching experience. I mean, he had 1 year where he was advising with the Blue Jackets, but I think they hired him from being a peewee, like 13, under 13 or whatever it is. Can't believe it. Like, not to say he can't one day be an amazing coach, but why fast track? Just because he's French and he's like a well-respected person in the space? I mean, I'm in disbelief. So at this point, there's really not much you can do other than just kind of hold on and see how it goes. I am definitely sad about Luke Richardson not getting the interim. Well, I just don't understand why you wouldn't bring him up to coach for the rest of the... Well, I do understand. It's because he doesn't speak French, which is just maddening. I watched his press release. It was what you want in a coach. And eventually you just know this is going to lead to them losing Luke Richardson. So maybe, St. Louis and Richardson played together for a season. They had 1 year there in that Tampa Bay overlap before Richardson retired, where Martin St. Louis was the captain of the team Richardson was on. But maybe those two formed some sort of, duo? I don't know. I'm just kind of grasping at straws now. Martin St. Louis is only the interim, but I don't know how you come back from this next year. But they are going to evaluate at the end of the year and then take it from there. So he's coming in. He's going to infuse these players with some energy. He's going to remove, hopefully, I don't know for sure, probably going to remove Dom Ducharme's system and get these guys playing a little bit more fluidly. So I guess there's really only up from here, but what a decision. All right, that's it for this week's episode of the Habs Fan Forum. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, just like down below. Please share, tell your friends. Hit that share button, put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, whatever you're feeling. You can visit allhabs.net for amazing Montreal Canadiens content, and you can follow All Habs for the best Canadiens coverage. Thanks again for watching. My name is Ben Dagu, and of course, woo! Go Habs, go!